Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I am going to be reading some more of, we're going to be in chapter 2 of 3rd Enoch. And then afterwards I'm going to read some more from 1st Enoch. Alright, so 3rd Enoch chapter 2. The highest classes of angels make inquiries about our Ishmael, which are answered by Metatron. Our Ishmael said, in that hour the eagles of the Merkabah, the flaming Ophanim, and the seraphim of consuming fire asked Metatron, saying to him, Youth, why sufferest thou one born of woman to enter and behold the Merkabah? From which nation, from which tribe is this one? What is his character? Metatron answered and said to them, from the nation of Israel of Yasharal, whom the Kodesh One, blessed be he, chose for his people from among 70 tongues or nations, from the tribe of Levi, whom he set aside as a contribution to his name, and from the seed of Aaron, whom the Kodesh One, blessed be he, did choose from his servant, and put upon him the crown of priesthood on Sinai. Forthwith they spake and said, Indeed, this one is worthy to behold the Merkabah. And they said, Happy is the people that is in such a case. Love you, Bean. Okay, chapter 3. Since this one was so short, I'll keep going. Metatron has 70 names, but Yahuah calls him Youth. Our Ishmael said. Okay, sorry, I got a text from a sister. We're on chapter 3, and it says, I already told you Metatron has 70 names. That's a lot of names. But Yahuah calls him Youth. Our Ishmael said, in that hour I asked Metatron, the angel, the prince of the presence, what is thy name? He answered me, I have 70 names, corresponding to the 70 tongues of the world, and all of them are based upon the name Metatron, angel of the presence, but my king calls me Youth, or Na'ar. Excuse me. Sorry. Chapter 4. Praise Yah, now I know what IV stands for. It stands for 4. Because you're supposed to subtract it when the lower, when the I comes first, you're supposed to subtract it. There we go. Okay, so we're on chapter 4. Metatron is identical with Enoch, who was translated to heaven, or Shamayim, at the time of the deluge, or I think the great flood. Our Ishmael said, I asked Metatron and said to him, why art thou called by the name of thy creator, by 70 names? Thou art greater than all the princes, higher than all the angels, beloved more than all the servants, honored above all the mighty ones in kingship, greatness, and glory. Why do they call thee Youth in the high heavens, or the high Shamayim? He answered and said to me, because I am Enoch, the son of Jared, or Yered, I believe it is. For when the generation of the flood sinned and were confounded in their deeds, saying unto Yahuah, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. Then the Kodesh One, blessed be he, removed me from their midst, to be a witness against them in the high heavens, to all the inhabitants of the world, that they may not say, the merciful one is cruel. What sinned all those multitudes, their wives or Ashas, their sons and their daughters, their horses, their mules, and their cattle, and their property, and all the birds of the world, all of which the Kodesh One, blessed be he, destroyed from the world, together with them in the waters of the flood? Hence the Kodesh One, blessed be he, lifted me up in their lifetime before their eyes, to be a witness against them to the future world, and the Kodesh One, blessed be he, assigned me for a prince and a ruler among the ministering angels. In that hour, 3 of the ministering angels, Uzzah, Azza, and Azael, came forth and brought charges against me in the high heavens. or the high Shamayim, saying before the Kodesh one, blessed be he. Said not the ancient ones, first ones, rightly before thee, do not create me, do not create man. The Kodesh one, blessed be he, answered and said unto them, I have made and I will bear. Yea, I will carry and will deliver. As soon as they saw me, they said before him, Adonai of the universe, what is that one that he should ascend to the highest of heights, the height of heights? Is not he one from among the sons of those who perished in the days of the flood? What doeth he in the Rakia? 1 second, guys. Again, the Kodesh one, blessed be he, answered and said to them, what are ye that ye enter and speak in my presence? I delight in this one more than in all of you, and hence he shall be a prince and a ruler over you in the high heavens, or Shamayim. Excuse me, I apologize, that was awful. Okay. Forthwith all stood up and went out to meet me, prostrated themselves before me, and said, happy art thou, and happy is thy Abba, for thy Creator doth favor thee. And because I am small and a youth among them in days, months, and years, therefore they call me youth. Next time we will be reading 3rd Enoch chapter 5. But that'll be probably tomorrow. Because the next video I'm going to make is the first book of Enoch. And I believe we're around chapter 107 probably. I have to look back in my videos. But it's always a blessing to share all of this information with you guys. I love you all. Baruk haba b'Shem Yahuah. Shalom and blessings. Oh, you like my singing, huh? Beanie always looks up when I sing. Shalom.